Before we start, remember, this isn't set just British humor. This is real frustration. The cost of living isn't set going up, our patience is going down. Listen to this and tell me if this feels like a crisis or a survival test.
Hey, do you wake up every morning feeling like you've been hit by a bus and then charged £12.50 for congestion fees? You work 3 jobs just to have the tax man rob you blind and then say, "Sorry, love, the NHS is on strike." Do you pay over £1,000 a month for a flat where the mole pays no rent but still has more rights than you? Are you fighting off depression, cold weather, rising costs, dodgy landlords all at the same time? Then congratulations. You must be living in the UK.
Before this clip starts, just listen carefully. When everyday items jump 20p overnight, that's not inflation anymore. That's survival math. Welcome to the UK.
Oh, I'm not happy, fam. I am not happy. Please tell me, yeah, why yesterday I brought a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi Max Cherry, cost me £1.99. Why is it I've gone to the shop just now and it's £2.19? It's gone up 20 pence in 24 hours, bruv. What the f? Oh, mate, you know what? Cost of living, yeah? First chocolate's gone up, now the Pepsi's gone up. Bro, you know what? It's probably cheaper just to move to a different country, fam. I swear. I swear. Listen, guys, please follow me, yeah? So I can get to 10,000 followers and I can start making some money off this app so I can leave the country. Thank you, I appreciate it, and goodbye.
Before the clip starts, just think about this. When a simple flat white costs nearly £5 and heating your home feels like a luxury, that's not everyday life anymore. That's survival in slow motion.
I know I'm going to sound like such an old lady saying this, but when did everything get so expensive? I've been cutting back on having coffee out and I've been trying to have coffee at home because A, I'm trying to be healthier, and B, I'm trying to save a little bit of money because I realised how much money I was spending getting coffee and snacks and food and stuff out. But yeah, I just got this, which is an oat flat white. I've got no syrup or anything in it, and it was £4.20, and I just think that's so much money for a drink, isn't it? Like, it's almost £5 for a coffee. It's kind of off topic, but it is on topic because we're talking about money and how things are getting expensive. Our bills for our house are honestly extortionate. I just can't fathom how it can be so much money. Like, the cost of living is so expensive. Our gas bill, which is like purely just for our heating, which, bear in mind, we only had it on for like the first few months of living there, and we would only have it on for like a couple of hours in the evening if we were cold, or like a few hours during the day if we were cold. We did not have it on all the time. Our gas bill is like £200 a month. Then we have electricity on top, then we have water, then we have council tax, then we have mortgage payments. Like, honestly, the cost of living is so flippin' expensive, and I just wanted to come on here and rant about it because, yeah, I just paid £4.20 for a coffee, which is probably the cheapest coffee I've had in a while. Usually I get hazelnut syrup and it makes it over £5.
Before we start, listen closely to this. When a simple coffee at your kid's swimming lesson feels like a financial threat, it stops being a cost of living issue. It becomes a question of how long you can keep going.
So I'm taking Cam swimming and he goes down to university. So we get down there. I didn't have enough time to get a coffee, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to I'll get one in there. Yeah, right, innit? Chuck him in the swimming pool, come out, go to the little cafe that's in there. All right, mate, yeah, can I just get a small latte, please? Yeah, that'd be £4.05p. No, I don't want a bacon sandwich in that with it. Just a small latte, please, if that's all right. Yeah, it's £4.05p. Yeah, 35p extra for the cup. Well, that's not included in the price, or is that just a... Oh, yeah, okay. Dude. Skint. So now, this week, I've got to have £4.05p. This week, I'm going to try and sell this car, so then I can afford to go for the next month, and then I can get coffee down here. What?
So I've just come to Starbucks because they do the toffee nut latte at Christmas time, and it's my absolute favourite, so I have to go and get one. Anyway, though, we've got a large one, £7.10. £7.10 for a coffee. Like, what in the cost of living crisis is going on? That's scandalous.
Before this clip starts, this is not someone giving up. It's someone saying out loud what millions of people in the UK silently feel. Exhaustion, burnout, and frustration are becoming normal. This video isn't promoting anything harmful, It's showing how the cost of living is affecting real mental health.
I've recorded this a couple of times, but I'm just trying to not wind people up or get told off, but I just come on and say I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed. This can't be life. This can't be life for the next 35 years. I refuse to believe this is it. I go to work every day. It's not every day. It's nearly every day. I go to work 5 days a week. I get 2 days off. And this is Monday to Friday. If I was Monday to Friday, this is what I'd look like. That was Monday. This is Tuesday. You get the point. This is Saturday and Sunday. I don't think I should have to work. Who gave me rights? I don't want them. I don't want the vote. Take them away. Not interested. Just leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. I actually don't even hate my job. I've got a great job. I work with great people. I just can't be bothered. I refuse to believe that this is it. I literally go to work 5 days a week to earn enough money for someone else to look after my kids for 5 days a week. What are we doing? I want to go on holiday. I've not been on holiday. The last time I went on holiday was my 30th birthday. I'm 38 in a couple of weeks. I know people who don't work that go on holiday multiple times a year. What is going on? Mainly with my eyebrows, but also with life. Oh, it's winding me up. I want to go on holiday. I want to get my teeth done. I want kids to stop asking me why my teeth are so yellow. It's because I'm old. And they're wonky because I eat a lot of naughty things. I want you all to just leave me alone. I'm going to just start doing the lottery. Even that's £2. Something's got to change. Something's got to happen. I'm going to have to start an Only Mums.
Before this clip starts, this is exactly what the cost of living crisis feels like in real life. Not politics, not charts, just ordinary people struggling to afford things that should be basic. Glasses, eyesight, health. None of this should cost £165.
Right, not my fault. My eyes are shocking and my eyesight is deteriorating every year. £165 I have just spent in Specsavers because my eyes are shut. Am I the only one who thinks that's disgusting? £165. How are people meant to afford to go and get their eyes tested and drive safely or get by through life reading in work if you've got a family to feed? £165 for a pair of glasses and an eye test. Please, someone tell me that there's somewhere cheaper to go than Specsavers. Don't get me wrong, the staff were lovely. Everyone was lovely and helpful and supportive. It's not a dig at them at all because they were amazing and they had patience with me while I was choosing my frames. But that is disgusting. £165. I'm going to say it again. £165. It's not my fault. My eyes are. Someone please explain to me or tell me where else I can go. Because that's just extortionate in today's society when the cost of living is going up. Our bills are going up, our wages stay the same. How can people justify we don't have a choice, we have to pay it. We don't have a choice where we can say, oh, actually, do you know what? I actually don't need that. So I'm going to put them back on the shelf. I don't need that. Because we need our glasses to be able to see. So we don't have a choice other than paying it. And they don't do a payment plan. So, yeah, don't lose your glasses, guys, because then
Before this clip starts, this is what the UK has come to when McDonald's, the place that used to be the cheap option, is touching £10 for a meal. You realize this isn't a cost of living issue, it's survival maths.
I'll tell you something that McDonald's isn't, but used to be. Cheap. Have you seen the price of some of these meals? We are talking £10 for a big arch. £10? Do you know what I could get for £10? I could go to the Chinese, I could get egg fried rice, I could get noodles, I could get curry, I could get sauce. That would do me my tea, and actually leftovers for either later or for me dinner the next day. I've ordered on the app.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's why now, when I come to McDonald's, I'll only get that £5 meal deal. I'll only will, because you get chips, right? So we got our chips. Don't fall, don't fall. You get 4 chicken nuggets. Nice. And then you get a burger of your choice. I've gone with the Mayo chicken. They forgot my double cheeseburger. I'm fuming. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to go back.
This is the reality now. Even doing your laundry feels like a financial ambush. When 3 washes cost £25 because machines keep breaking, you're not budgeting anymore. You're just trying to survive the basics.
Tell you what, honest to God, I've just been to laundrette because our machine's broke. Oh my God, look at this! Look at this situation! Honest to God. Our washing machine's broke, and oh my God, and I've just spent £25. And then in the end, I thought, I'm not drying the last lot because £25 for 3 washes. And I know that's normal, that must be normal, but £25.
This is when you realize the UK has lost the plot. Even chocolate, the one affordable comfort people had left, now costs almost £1. When treats turn into luxuries, it's not inflation anymore, it's survival mode.
UK's finished, guys. The UK is finished. It is done. Have you seen the price of chocolate recently, bro? Yo, so the chocolates went from like 60p to 75p. Then they went to like 89p. And now they're charging 99 pence, bro. And that's the price on the packet, fam. Check it. Check this next clip. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's absolute daylight robbery.
This is the new Britain, the kind of place where going outside feels like a luxury subscription. £1 used to last the whole day, now it barely lasts a minute. And people wonder why everyone feels broke just for leaving the house.
Being outside will make you broke. Because when I was younger, I could go out for the whole day. Maybe even 2. Stretch out, maybe a £5 note, £10 note, even a £1 could get me places. I was getting at least 3 items, 2 sweets and 1 lemonade. Don't play with it. Nowadays, I'm lucky if that even gets me down the road. Because these Uber prices, yeah, it gets dark. Even when I was at the stream house the other day, I thought I was meant to be sleeping till No Sauce Price sent me home. I had to spend £170 on an Uber. Make it make sense. That's not including my train ticket. The Uber when I got there. Outside just got so expensive over the years. Nowadays, can £10 even get you a meal? The meal deals at Morrison's for £5. Used to be £3.50. What happened? Even when I was in school, I used to get £15 a week. Before I just found out my little cousin's getting £50 a week. Gee, you're going through 2 bills a month on school lunch. Do you know what I would have done with that kind of bread? I was on a £3 a day budget. You're doubling it by 3 plus what? Make it make sense. What has inflation done to this country? Anytime I go outside, I get scared to check my bank account. The cost of being outside's gone duh.
When a normal week turns into an 87 quid Monday followed by a 55 quid Costco run, you realize things aren't a set adding up anymore. People aren't a set budgeting. They set are just documenting the damage as it happens.
So it is Monday, the 3rd of November. And today I've been Morrison's and I have spent £87 and 18 pence. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I'm off to Costco in a minute and then I'm going to put that on there as well. Stay tuned because you're going to have a whole week of how much I've spent. And to be honest, you're going to see the reaction when I realise how much I've spent. Hopefully I'm happy, but after just spending £87, I don't think I'm going to be. We're still on Monday, the 3rd of November, and I've just been Costco and I've spent £54.85p. It is Thursday, the 6th of November, and today I've spent £20 in Tesco's. I put it in because the bastards didn't give me a receipt. And I have avocado coming, which is £100 tonight. I probably will be going to the shops again tomorrow. And we're nowhere near Sunday yet. Wish me luck. Friday the 7th of November, and today I went Marks and Spencer's for stuff for dinner, and I spent £20 and 70 pence. I don't think you can see it because it's been in my pocket. It's crumpled up. Yeah, £20, 70 pence. Can't wait to get to Sunday to see how much I have spent for the week as a family with 6 kids. What are you guys doing to save money on your shopping? Because hell, I nearly shat my pants yesterday. £350 I spent last week just on food. Just on food. Anyway, this week I'm actually going to try and use up all the in my house. So today I'm making a carbonara. I've got the bacon and I've got loads of roast chicken left from yesterday, and also a sausage casserole with, it's so funny, I've got freezer Richmond sausages, which my kids say are dog, because they are fussy, they like fresh. But I am going to make a sausage casserole as well, so there's 2 meals for all the people in the house. Also then the kids can take, the Ace and Cece can take the sausage casserole to the childminder tomorrow as well. So I am going to try and do that this week. I'm going to try and spend as little money on food shopping as possible, and then from next week I'm going to start this whole bulk shopping, butcher buying, and all these amazing things that everyone put in the comments. But I still am really interested to know, what are you doing to save money? Are you, what sort of meals are you coming up with when you're trying to use all the up in your house? I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually got that much stuff to use up because I do try and not waste food. And also I am going to be vlogging how much I spend this week on food shopping, on eating out. It is my boy's birthday tomorrow, my 15-year-old, so beg your fucking pardon on that. And takeaways. So I'm actually going to combine the 3 and see how much I spend this week. Bearing in mind I'm going to really try and rein it in with the food shopping. So I'm here at Asda right now, starting off. I've just literally got a tiny list. I got bread delivered yesterday, and guess what? I have no bread left. That is what I'm working with, guys. So yeah, any saving money tips, or what do you do, would be greatly appreciated. I've actually had some incredible people put some stuff in my comments on my other videos. There's one lady, I've started following her. I'm like, I'm gonna try to be that woman, do what she does. She talks about like money stuff and things like that. Anyway, I need to be better. That will be my New Year's resolution, because I don't have the face, the feet, or the body for OF, and I clearly cannot be affording £350 a week in food. That's not acceptable. And actually I think last week was quite a good week, so that's even me off even more. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, help a mama out.
Anyone ready for SJ's moan of the day? Of course you are. It's that time again. Buckle up. So, not a massive one, but can anyone remember the other week when I was going to do, was it spag bol? I think it was spag bol for tea, or something like that. Cheap and cheerful tea I can remember doing, and I needed mince. Yeah, and the mince was £7.64. I had a right moan about it, you got to remember. So, finished work today, thought, what should we have? Told the daughter, I know, we'll have spag bol. Went to get the mince. Are you listening? Are you listening? £9.61. I know. I can hear you all going, oh my god. £9.61. So it's been cheaper to buy some chicken, and now we're having Spanish chicken and rice and garlic bread. So yeah, sorry to disappoint you, Alex, but that's what we're having for tea now, because I'm poor and I can't afford to buy any mince that used to be cheap and cheerful. It ain't cheap and it ain't cheerful anymore, is it? And yes, I could go to the butcher's and it would be cheaper, most probably. But I'm a lazy and I work in a supermarket and I don't want to go to other shops after I finish work. So anyway, that's my little moan of the day. Yeah. So anyway, have a nice day.
Conversations overheard. So people are talking about cost of living crisis in the shop and how much things are costing. Blah. Someone is talking about their partner and them and their partner's family who are from Ascot. Ascot. As in Royal Ascot. But they're moaning about how much things cost. But in the same breath, talking about how you and your partner are able to save nearly £1,300 a month for just in case expenses. That's aside from your regular bills and mortgage/rent payments. You're able to save £1,300 between the both of you. You're not in crisis. You are not in a cost of living crisis. Yes, mistake. Those people that are actually struggling, that can't afford to pay their bills each month, can't afford to have money set aside each month. Yeah, take a piss. When you man are going Ascot, you go to Royal Ascot and you talk about cost of living crisis. Get a f***ing
Can't believe how expensive it is in the supermarkets now. Look at this. Look at this. Remember them squares? £3.14. Wine gums. £2.75. 8 beans. £3.65. 4. £3.65. What the fuck? Mushrooms, 79 freaking p. There was 99 as well. Would even pick. Oh my god. Rice. £6. Coffee. £6.25. Honey. £4.89. After 8 mints. £3.49. Mini cheddars. £2.25. What do you know? Oh my good god, just some biscuits. £5.49. Mouthwash. £3.99. Dr. Pepper. £2.15. What is this world coming to?
Someone please tell me I'm wrong and I'm not just going to work to earn money to put back straight into the system to afford to pay for my electric, pay for my heating, put food on the table.
Okay, I'm absolutely shocked. Look how much M&S crackers are now for £20. Wow. We used to get about 4 or 5 packs of them for £20. That is ridiculous. What's in there? Gold watch? That is ridiculous, M&S. Come on, sort it out. Christmas is not all about capitalism, is it? £20. What do you think in the comments?
What's that? Why is a Wellington and a fish within a fish within a fish £100?
What's happening, guys? I'm back up at the hospital today. Just getting all ticker checked again. Not major, just got a heart valve's got 2 chambers instead of 3 chambers that it's meant to have apparently, so I'll just keep my eye on that. But I'm all good, it's not going to stop me. It's not going to stop me turning the takeaways. But nearly had a heart attack when I went into Starbucks there. Large pumpkin spice latte. Usually I think they're about £5. There was a 20-minute wait, first of all, but I didn't mind waiting because I fuck all else to do anyway. And then the fuckers went and stung me for £7. £7 for a pumpkin spice latte. A coffee. One coffee. Very Starbucks. It's not even the best out of the big chains. I prefer Cafe Nero. But anyway, £7, man. So I think I'll need to go back in and get that hair scanned again because that has just got me stressed to the max. Anyway, guys, try the rest of your day. Have a good one. Adios, amigos.
So it is Monday, the 3rd of November, and today I've been Morrison's and I have spent £87.18. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I'm off to Costco in a minute and then I'm going to put that on there as well. Stay tuned because you're going to have a whole week of how much I've spent, and to be honest, you're going to see the reaction when I realise how much I've spent. Hopefully I'm happy, but after just spending £87, I don't think I'm going to be. We're still on Monday the 3rd of November and I've just been Costco and I've spent £54.85. It is Thursday the 6th of November and today I've spent £20 in Tesco's. I put it in because the bastards didn't give me a receipt, and I have avocado coming, which is £100 tonight. I probably will be going to the shops again tomorrow. And we're nowhere near Sunday yet. Wish me luck. Friday the 7th of November, and today I went Marks and Spencer's for stuff for dinner, and I spent £20 and 70 pence. I don't think you can see it because it's been in my pocket, scrumpled up. Yeah, £20, 70 pence. Can't wait to get to Sunday to see how much I have spent for the week as a family with 6 kids. It's Sunday the 9th of November. I've just had an Asda delivery of £52.61, and basically that just consisted of crisps and bits for a roast dinner. I've got one more shop to go to today, which is Costco, and that is to buy some potatoes and 2 chickens. Then at the end, we're going to tally up how much I've spent. I'm worried, to be honest. So it's Sunday the 9th of November still, and I had to get a bag of potatoes because Asda decided not to bring some, and a couple of cooked chickens from Costco, and I have just spent £14.56. Anyway, I'm actually going to put at the bottom of this video the actual overall total that I've spent for the week. I'm going to now go and do a video when I calculate it and see how I feel about the matter. But do you think that this amount, I don't even know what it is, obviously I've just put it here, do you think this amount is acceptable for someone with 6 children for a week's shop? Be interesting to know.
Sorry, excuse me. £7 meal deal. Really? £7? This country is cooked.
So anyone that follows me knows that I am completely over the UK, and I know a lot of you are over the UK as well, but you know, everyday things happen and you just think, why am I here? Like, what the hell happened? So yesterday I went to visit my daughter at university. I had a day off work, went down, was really looking forward to seeing her. We did have a lovely day. However, I parked in a multi-storey car park with my daughter, okay? And as we went into the car park, I saw a couple of spaces and I said, oh, I'm just going to go around to that one. Now, when I got there was a poor bastard laying across 2 parking spaces. He was homeless, right? Now, that can happen to any one of us. I know that, you know, we're all apparently 2 paychecks away from being homeless. Now, not only was he homeless, my heart goes out to him, but he was obviously using that multi-storey as his public toilet. So that's where the fun starts. So first of all, you feel sorry for the poor homeless man who's obviously lost everything, you know, and he's now living in a multi-storey car park, right? Now, I know that happens all over the world, but it just seems to be magnified in the UK. We've got so many issues. So he's using this place as a public toilet. So as we park the car and we get out, we actually gave the man some money. We stepped over a massive pile of human excrement. Great. We then exited down the staircase, which absolutely stunk, as most multi-stories in the UK do, of wee. It was so strong. Now, I'm paying to park in there, so I've paid to step over human excrement, and now I'm going down piss stairs that absolutely stink. So we exit there, we go into the town, it's full of rubbish, and there's kids on bikes. Not kids, you know, I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about boys, teenagers, whatever, and they're circling, they're on the electric scooters, on the bike. So I'm saying to my daughter, keep your phone, don't use your phone, keep your bag shut. Why have I got to do that? You know, why can't I just go out and have a nice time? Why have I got to be worried about using my bloody phone? Anyway, good job, because then the guy in front of me is using his phone for directions. They come along on a group, nick the phone straight out of his hand. This is the world we live in. You know, and it just went on and on and on. You know, we go out for a meal. It was all right. It was really expensive. So then I'm pissed off because I felt like I've been ripped off. You know, and you just feel like you're just being ripped off all the time. You know, your gas is expensive. Your phone's expensive. You go into the supermarket. The shopping that you did a week ago is now double the price. You go and buy petrol. It's 4 times what it was the week before. You want to go out and treat yourself to some new clothes. Remember back in the day in the 90s and stuff, you used to go shopping, have a bit of lunch, buy a couple of tops. You can't do that now, because everything is so inaffordable. You can't treat yourself to anything. Oh, no. You can't. You have to watch the pennies. It's always grey. The weather's crap. I just feel like there is literally zero enjoyment in the UK. Does anyone else feel like that? You kind of, you work all week, you trudge through the working week, you lay awake worrying about bills, worrying about your kids, worrying about how you're going to pay for this, what you're going to do about that, are you going to get a holiday this year? You know, oh, is there going to be something terrible that's going to happen? You know, is there going to be a terrorist attack? Are loads of people going to go and shoot up a school? You're literally worrying about everything, everywhere you go. You can smell weed coming out of somewhere. You might need a doctor's appointment. You can't see a doctor because you've got to wait 3 weeks for an appointment. And then when you do go in, you probably won't see a doctor anyway. You'll probably see a healthcare professional who won't be able to help you. And, you know, then you'll have to get another appointment because you don't get what you need. Your nan and granddad are ill. They go into hospital. They're stuck on a trolley in a corridor for 9 hours. They can't see anybody because the wards are full. I just feel like the whole of the UK is completely screwed. It's just day to day. You're just dealing with from everybody. And, you know, like this place I went to yesterday was a place that I used to love. I used to love going to. It was so beautiful. It was so aesthetically pleasing, like beautiful old buildings and, you know, walk along the river. And now it's just crap. I go to the beach that I used to go to when I was a child and it's just full of rubbish and dog crap and graffiti. And, you know, what happened? What happened to the UK? You know, the clientele in this country now just do not care. They do not care about this country. And it literally just kills me every day. And every day I just despair. Forgive the moaning, but I know a lot of you are going to get it. You know, I just want to go through my week, look forward to my weekends, be able to do something really nice, right? Just be able to do something nice, but just can't.
So, it's a moan for the day. What have I got to moan about today? Well, a couple of things actually. I'll have new things to moan about every day, okay? Because I'm a moaner. But I've got good reason to moan. Good bloody reason to moan. Living of a country called the United Kingdom. Okay, so what's on the news today? So, police cars in full force, taking pictures of speeding cars. And let me assure you, these speeding cars that they're taking pictures of are not criminals. These are just people that are keeping to the speed limit more or less. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly what speed it is. As long as you're keeping between the 30 to 35, then you should be fine. But oh no, these people follow the plans for you. Yeah, yes they have. These people, what they want to do for you is, right, they want to send you a fine in the post, £100 with the police on it. Yeah, the police. It's from the police to scare the heebie-jeebies out of you, yeah? So that is already a form of what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. It's a form of control because it's headed by the police to scare you. So they're using fear tactics already there. There we are. So if they're giving out £100 fines, say if they give them to 20 people a day, that's £2,000 in a day's work. My God, can you just imagine that times 7? Holy who's making a profit out of this fucking shit then, eh? And these silly little who come on and say, well, you should stick to the speed, you should stick to the legal speed then, shouldn't you? Well, just wait till you get one of these fines then, mate, eh? And you are sticking up for people who couldn't give two about you, mate. Yes, you who say, well, you should stick to the speed sign, shouldn't you, dickheads? Yeah, you are an ant compared to these people, and they've killed your family. They've killed your family. I've lost 5 members since the rollout of the vaccine, and people still wonder and think that the actual vaccines are safe. Oh my God, you couldn't write this. You could not write this. So besides rinsing us dry, giving us fines, putting the fear of death into us, they're actually taking family members away from us who are dying mysteriously, and people just saying, oh, it was cancer, oh, it was dementia, oh, it was this, it was that. I'm telling you, that vaccine breaks down the body. Yes, it rewrites the DNA, causes calamari-like substances to grow within the body. Very strange indeed. So, another thing as well. Have you seen the state of cemeteries? The gravestones are turned upside down, smashed to bits on the floor. First of all, I thought this was down to vandals. No, it turns out it's not. In speaking to a guy today who sells graves, he told me that the council, if they think it's unfit or it's unstable, they will just knock it down. Sometimes these graves just get knocked down onto the floor and they're old, so they just break in pieces. That's who's fitting the bin. Who's gonna? I mean, the council should at least contact the person who's maybe they don't have any family left, but they should do, you know, humanity a favour and put it back up, do a little few repairs. They should have somebody who they can pay to do this, but no, it falls on the floor, tough tits. Your family have to pay the bill, or it just stays on the floor in bits. That is the respect they have for your family. This is just a horrible, horrible place. People are getting more angry, more disconnected from each other, more it's just a sad, horrible state of existence, guys. This is just fucking sad. What is to come? It is just irreparable. People thinking Farage is going to be the saviour. Oh my days. You people really haven't woken up, have you? Oh my God, you really haven't. Do you realise that anyone they elect in, who gets in, is already pre-elected? They're already destined to become Prime Minister, and they're not going to be helpers of human society. They are not going to help you. Anyone who's voted in, it's all done to make you look like you've got freedom of votes. Trust me, anyone that they give to you as a party, only the ones that are going to get elected in, who are going to cause damage, are going to be the ones who get in, okay? People like the Green Party, they're never get in. No. Because that goes against the elite's agenda, you see. That's completely the opposite to what the elites want. So they won't allow that to happen. But it's sad state of society. And trollers. The trollers. These people think that they're actually living in a country that's safe and loves them. Oh dear. Moan of the day, moan away. Hi guys, bye guys, love you all. Oh, and also, if you hadn't noticed in the news today, they are actually, I couldn't believe this when I heard it. They are actually saying if you have spare bedrooms in your home, you're now going to have to house them to people, okay? So you're going to have to let strangers into your house and rent it to them if they know that you have a spare couple of bedrooms. What the happened to the world? What has happened to the world, guys?
In 2024, Ofgem had to pay electricity generators, companies that were generating electricity, in excess of £220 million to stop supplying electricity to the grid to prevent it being overloaded. Right now, almost all of that electricity was generated from offshore wind. So when the people on the right say the net zero is costing us more money, there are certain ways that we're pursuing the net zero agenda, which undoubtedly in the short term is costing us quite significantly. But one of the issues with it is, even though Ed Miliband and co are promoting this net zero agenda, they're not actually investing in the infrastructure that would make the transition to net zero possible. And not only that, even if we ignore the desire to move towards net zero, just in terms of practically reducing the cost of energy in this country, we need an enormous overhaul, massive infrastructure investment in the national grid to increase the carrying capacity of the grid so that all of the electricity that we are already currently generating from renewables is able to be supplied to people, it's able to be circulated. If that supply goes up, that's going to reduce the cost because it's going to end up creating an equilibrium or more of an equilibrium with the demand that we have. This is something that no one is talking about. No one wants to talk about the fact that the grid is unable to handle the amount of electricity that we currently are generating. Right? And we want to move to net zero where everything's going to be run on electric. It's currently completely untenable. However, there is light at the end of the tunnel here. If you simply invested enough in the national grid to increase the carrying capacity by, say, £1.5 billion worth of electric supply per year, you'd increase the ability for renewables to meet that demand for electric. This is infrastructure that's already in place. These businesses already exist. They're already generating the electricity. This would lead to an instant reduction in the cost of the electricity in the UK, which has a trickle-down effect on lowering costs for all businesses and individuals that use electricity. This would go a long way towards reducing inflation in so many areas of the economy. Why is no one talking about it?